Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I am Austin Reed. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. All right, have you heard of Care Fresno? If not, we have got the executive director with us today, and this is Mark R.J. Carlson. Hello there.
Hello. How are you today?
Doing good, man. How are you?
It's good to be here. Appreciate the opportunity to share what Care Fresno does.
So Care Fresno, let's start from the very beginning. You guys have been around for how many years?
27, since 1995.
Since 95, serving Fresno.
Yep.
Yeah, let's tell the story.
I will. So I've been at Care Fresno for 6 months now, so I'm still a newbie.
You're still pretty new, okay.
The faucet has been turned down a little bit, but it's still flooding me.
Yeah.
But I'm loving it. It's a great organization. I appreciate the opportunity to be there and serve kids in our underserved communities.
Mm-hmm.
Care Fresno started in 1995 by Deputy Police Chief Darrell Fifield. Darrell and a few other civic leaders had crime rate in 1995 was extremely high, and they just saw they were arresting the same people over and over, and not much was changing. So they felt, they started to actually pray about what would be some ways of impacting communities with high crime rates, and they came up with the concept of Care Fresno. So basically, what Care Fresno is, in its most simplest form, is 7 sites, after-school programs, in 7 of the most difficult, challenging, under-resourced areas of Fresno. And over the years, they've served in 60 different sites, and we've had over 18,000 unique children attend those after-school programs. So very proud of that.
It's amazing.
Many of them, interestingly enough, have come back and served as site leads and also been part of mission care later as they've gotten older. So. Yeah.
So 6
Pretty
months
cool.
in, as the executive director, what are your thoughts? What are you gonna any changes coming or?
Well, I'm actually praying a lot about that on the direction. Mm-hmm. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We've added some things in the last year, like a GED program, which has been great. We have close to 20 students now in that. And we're also doing a sports program, not only just for the kids from ages 6 to 12. That's generally our program. But now we're starting to try to impact older kids, from that transition year where crime and gangs and drugs and all those things become a challenge. So with sports programs. So they have something to do that is different than getting into trouble, right? So we're actually implementing, even skateboard riding and dancing and computer game.
I like it.
Just in those dangerous hours where they have that free time before possibly mom and dad comes home, and the tough hours that the parents struggle with their kids, and those are some of the things we're bringing in that's new. I want to grow sites, but I also want to have impact in those areas where those sites are, and then maybe move out of a site because someone takes over as a leader in that area, and then put in another site. So that's what's happened over the years. Okay. And so that is one of my visions, to not be afraid to move and then even add sites. But we want to make sure that we are effective in the sites we are and doing it to the best of our ability. So,
Tell me about the need in Fresno. I mean, obviously, like you said, in 95 it was high. But in 2022, is it still high?
So in 95, it was high. In 2022, it makes 95 look like small.
Wow.
In comparison. We all know what's happening, with crime these days, especially with what we experienced with the pandemic and coming out of that and defunding the police and those types of things. So we're not a political organization. We focus on the kids, but the crime rate is high. And coming out of the pandemic, we've had to change a bit on how we do things, but we feel like we've been ramping up. We started out, when I arrived, we had just over 100 kids, and we're up to over 135, I think, in the last count. At the end of our program, we're re-upping again in September, kind of going along with the Fresno Unified School Year. So we also have a fantastic summer program. We had 5 events during the summer, including going to Santa Cruz, which was sponsored by Thiessen Duker. I got to plug their name. They're so wonderful of a company. They've been behind Care Fresno for years. And also we were able, through some funding to receive from Central Valley Community Foundation, we were able to do a Monterey trip. Some of these kids had never even seen the ocean before. In fact, over half of them had not. and most had not ever been to the aquarium. So Monterey Aquarium was a great visit for them, and had such a great day with them, and so things like that. Summer program also included the zoo day. I love the Fresno Zoo. Included movie night. Included a park day. So these are events that we try to keep the kids busy in the summer when we're not doing program. We actually do a summer program where we meet like after school would be, but it's in the mornings. For 3 weeks, but in the midst of that, we did all of our events as well. So,
we've got just a couple minutes left. I know you've got a big event coming up, right?
We do. We have a charity event. Used to be called Fall Ball. This year it's called Fiesta Nights for youth. It's going to be a Spanish theme, of course, with gourmet tacos, and it's going to be October 21st at North Point Church, and we'd love to invite you all to come. You can buy a table or individual tickets. It's going to be more information is going to be on our website on how to be able to be part of that, or actually you can donate goods for our auctions that we'll have. You know, it's your typical banquet. We're going to change it up and do some different things there and make it a lot of fun for the community, and we hope to get more support. We feel like Care Fresno is one of the best kept secrets in town, but they've been around and been effective for so many years, as I stated earlier. And so we just appreciate any support we can get, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to talk about us today.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. You know, I'm not originally from Fresno, and my wife is, but I had heard about you guys, just heard about you, but I didn't know exactly what you do. So thanks for
one other thing I want to mention that we do is kind of unique, is that we're not only working with the kids and helping them with their emotions and mindfulness, homework, healthy snacks, and of course there's a biblical perspective as well, but we're also training the teachers to work with the kids. And all of our teachers are young college students from Fresno Pacific University, Fresno State University, Fresno City College, Reedley College, Willow College. And so this is the uniqueness of our program, is that these guys are going through school, and generally their degrees, or the degrees they're going for, relates to after school or working with children or working in ministry or many different things. So they're getting training. Plus we have in our mission care program, we have trainings every week. So if they join the 1-year mission care program, it's an urban program, urban residency program. They also live on site, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Which is
of the apartments that we serve.
Yeah, see, that's awesome, and that just makes the whole experience.
It does, because what happens in between hours when we're not running the program? I mean, we have kids knocking on the doors of the people that lead the sites, and they build relationships in that way. And you know, it's all about relationships and trying to make a change. And a lot of these kids have been through some tough stuff, so we love on them, and I love on our site leads, and there's genius in that, genius in the program. So,
well, people can learn more, of course, at carefresno.org. The event is in October, and you guys are on Facebook and Instagram, all those social media channels.
We're on all those
as well,
fun social media sites. Yep.
Mark, good to meet you. Thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right. I'm Austin Breed, and thank you for joining us, everybody. We are going to take a quick break. We'll have much more right after this.